Hi everyone, my name is Rougui Sow. I am a student at FSU, and today we will be talking about the impact of culture in emergency management for my foundation uh, of emergency management class. So when talking about the impact of culture on emergency management, it's important to ask ourselves to what extent is culture a critical factor in emergency management, and what are the different solutions in order to respond to this issue. But first, what is culture? So culture is it refers to all the cumulative deposit of knowledge, experience, belief, values, attitudes, meaning, hierarchies, religions, notion of time, roles, spatial relation. So um, from like a group of people through generations. So we can say basically like culture is actually everything, it's everywhere. It's what we eat, is the language we speak, our customs, is our rituals, our behaviors, what we how we react to a problem, is our attitudes, etc. And this is exactly the reason why culture is critical in emergency management, because emergency managers as well as um, governmental officials are responsible for preparing, responding to a disaster, and protect all the residents. So no matter their religion, their culture, when an emergency occurs. And according to Schneider, it's very important to decrease as much as possible the gap between emergent norms and bureaucratic norms in order for an emergency response to be successful. So the emergent norms refer to the cultural norm of a community, while the bureaucratic norms are the governmental norms, meaning what the government expects from us to do during an emergency. Because on the one hand, so I wanted to use the example of Ebola in emergency management and to understand why Ebola spread so quickly in West Africa. Researchers found out that population clinic doctors, emergency managers wasn't prepared for the outbreak, but the most important factor was about the burial practices and the lack of trust in the government. So the day you die in some cultures is one of the most important day of your family. So there is a burial process that is very hands-on, because you have to kiss the body, clean it, dipping fingernails, dressing the body. So you got the picture. There's a lot of contact in the infected body. However, the virus of Ebola stays days even after the death of a person. And improper burial is believed to bring bad luck and in the family, and the dead person can come and haunt the family. That's what is believed in that culture. So it's very important to do it properly, but then you have a conflict with the government, because we know that this is spread. This is the reason why Ebola is spreading, and so the government have to understand the belief of these people in order to find a trade-off and to keep the people safe while showing respect to these rituals. So, a solution found by the US Department of Health and Human Services is about cultural competency. So, there is like 5 factors for cultural competency, which are the awareness and acceptance of difference, the awareness of our own cultural values, understanding and managing the dynamics of difference, and development of cultural knowledge, and also the ability to adapt activities to fit different cultural contexts. Another solution that was developed by FEMA was about the whole community approach, which is the shared responsibility. According to the shared responsibility approach, all culture and all people have a shared responsibility in the management and means of the procedures during a disaster, no matter their race, their gender, age, ethnicity, or religion, in order for the release process to be successful. So, to conclude, during a disaster, culture can sometimes be an issue. But on the one hand, emergency management officials need to educate themselves about the other culture in order to be able to provide a tailored response to each groups or minorities. They need to be able to deliver an accessible and understandable message to all ethnicities. And on the other hand, the communities need to have a good understanding about where to find information and how to behave during an emergency. This is the different references that I have used. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.